at the time of this script, the video Nux made, it will be about 2 months old now. So I figured I'd do an analysis on it and basically do a response video just on the whole thing in general. Now at this point, I've taken down notes for about 15 minutes worth. No, 12 minutes to 15 minutes worth of it. So we're gonna go through that. The last 5 minutes might be a bit scattered, but hopefully this video should come out better than I expect. Anyway, 3, 2, 1, and play.
About your little loli drama. Dude, that situation was such a shit show. To react to Rev's video. Okay, I'll rant about it a little bit, but I'm not.
What's that? Let me just turn. Should I keep captions on or off? I'll keep them off for now.
I'm gonna react to the whole video. This was my favorite cancellation that I've gotten in a long time. Listen, I haven't been canceled for like a year, okay? Oh, that's not true. There was that whole N.
Okay, look, I'm gonna put the video, the original video, in the description, but mainly where it starts is around 1 minute 27. So I'm gonna go into that.
In a long time, so I'm really happy for him. I also love how his thumbnail is literally a quote of something I did not say. I don't know.
I mean, this point, right, is fair. When it comes to the thumbnail, it's not he said these words exactly. If you want to go into a nitpick and go, yeah, but he may have meant this or that, at that point, then making it look like a direct quote isn't really cool at all. But then we also have to remember that Nuxtaku's done the exact same thing. So, at that point, yeah, he's done it to you, but then you've gone and done it to him. So then that is hypocrisy. And it also kind of, like, you could still say, yeah, this is bad, which I would agree this is pretty bad, but also what you've done is bad as well. So it's just kind of, I don't know, I feel like at this point, if he hadn't done the thumbnail the way he did, then this would be a much more valid point than it is. Anyway, let's continue.
If any of you picked up on that hilarious little detail. This thing is just so funny. Oh, dude, I feel bad. Like, I was gonna make a video on it. I was thinking about it, and then I was like, dude, if I make a video roasting this dude on my main channel, YouTube will literally deplatform him. Like, YouTube actually, he's like, oh, you're gonna roast.
Oh shit, I didn't mean to skip that far ahead.
Or the whole, I'm really happy for him. I feel bad. Like, I was gonna make a video on it. I was thinking about it, and then I was like, dude, if I make a video roasting this dude on my main channel.
Yeah, so basically he goes into saying if he makes a video on his main channel, then he'll probably get banned. But then the whole thing is, and because YouTube's been watching him and stuff, but he mentions this so many times. Like, yeah, I could get him, like, if I do this on my main channel, I could get him banned at least 3 times or so, and it, like, 3 or I think more times, and it's just very, it just doesn't feel right at all. It's like you've mentioned it once and then. Where was I? I may have to repeat myself again because I just got distracted by something. But yeah, the whole thing is that he mentions this so many times that it just becomes like, it feels like you're flexing. You're like, yeah, I could get him banned, I could do all that, and that's just not good. But okay, I'm not gonna go too far ahead of myself because I'll explain more as we get into the video why this doesn't sit right with me.
No, YouTube will literally deplatform him. Like, YouTube actually watches my stuff, especially ever since I've been on the Some Ordinary podcast. YouTube has really been paying attention to, like, what we've been saying. And I'll be honest, if I would make a video on him on the main channel, I do think he'd get taken down for either bullying or the whole weird pedo stuff. Like, they were literally.
Oh my god, it keeps on jumping. I don't know what's wrong with my. Yeah, what my timestamp? My timestamp.
Commentary videos. It's hilarious. Rev and on my main channel, YouTube will literally deplatform him.
Okay, yeah, deplatforming, and we got into about there.
Hilarious because this whole video is trying to frame me as as a hypocrite.
Which, I mean, at this point, he kind of is. Like, he uses loli in his thumbnails. He uses lewd. He uses lewd loli. He talks about, like, in one of his videos, there's the daughter of the father, like, and it's like a, I think it's a hentai, right? And she gets raped, and it's like she gets raped, you know, without the G. So it's kind of hypocritical in a sense to go on this thing. Like, if you personally don't like lollies and stuff, yeah, because he said that already. That's not the problem. I think the whole problem is that you are equating it to the nonces, which does a disservice to, like, which actually it would help nonces in that case, because a lot of the people that claim, oh yeah, like, will go and be like, oh yeah, lollies, no, they're pedos and stuff. Like, most of them, it's like the male feminist thing. I think I'll call this like male feminist syndrome, basically. No, not syndrome. The male feminist yeah, something. I can't remember the last bit, but yeah, you know how when you have those male feminists and stuff, and they claim to be for women, but then lots of them turn out to be like the sleaziest, nastiest people. That's basically what that is. So then the people that will claim that lolly is pedo bait, or lolly is like, will then turn out to be nonsense, or like just generally be hypocrites. You know, it doesn't mean that everybody that dislikes it is a nonce, or actually engages in it privately and just acts like they don't like it. But, you know, it seems like a common occurrence, which is just, it seems a little bit too common, you know? So yeah, 138, we're at 233.
Dude, this is way too funny. I love this so much.
So you're just gonna have to take my word for it that there are multiple images of lewd lolly VTubers in his likes from very recently as well. So take that from me.
His whole video is trying to frame me as a hypocrite because on the one hand, I say that it's sus, lolly is sus, and then on the other hand, I'm friends with Chibidoki, and it's like, your likes are public, bro!
I don't know Chibidoki, if she's into anything like that. I'm not really sure about that, but like, I think in this whole bit where Rev goes into, yeah, I think Rev at some point goes into Nux following him. I'm gonna get into that once we get to it. But that point is, honestly, it is kind of dumb.
You literally liked a tweet from Chibidoki and she's a lolly. Dude, there are 3 levels here, okay? There's lollies, which I have absolutely nothing against. I don't think anyone has anything against lollies, okay? Like Chibidoki or Megumin from Konosuba or Gura. Nothing has anything against lollies. It's lolly that's the gray zone, okay? So it's like me saying that lolly is sus, and it's like,
with this one, this is basically the video games cause violence argument. Like, if we were to do the whole stage thing, there's watching people play violent video games, there's playing violent video games, and then there's going and shooting people. You see how that just doesn't work, does it? You know, because first of all, the two that you're doing are you're doing fictional activity. Well, not fictional activity, but you're playing stuff in a fictional environment. You know, you're not actually hurting people. You're not actually killing people. And if anything, yeah. I think this whole argument is dumb, and it relies on the more you do it, the deeper you'll go, sort of thing, which isn't inherently true. You know, usually, like, I feel like that argument could be made with people that can't tell fiction from reality, to the point where they blur the lines, and then they'll actually go and cause violence or cause harm to people due to not being able to make that distinction. You know, I feel like his logic should really be applied to those. Oh, that was loud. I feel like his logic should be applied to those that can't distinguish between fiction and reality, and not to generally people that enjoy the medium, whether it be gaming or loli and stuff,
Really, bro? You're gonna say that when you're friends with Chibi Doki? It's like, what, dude? Do you even know what you're saying? The whole video is framed that way, and it's like, what? And then there's the third stage, which is actual pedophiles. Lolly porn is an actual pedophilia, obviously, but it's a little weird. I'm not personally comfortable with it, and that's why my favorite thing is, okay, dude, a little tangent,
My thought is feeling it's weird is one thing, but then saying it's a gray zone is a whole other thing, because that implies that, oh yeah, you're doing that, so then eventually, if something's a gray zone, it usually means they may eventually jump off and like actually go and hurt people. It's like people that go, oh yeah, it's like saying video games. They call video games, I personally like it. It's like a gray area. Like, imagine if somebody said video games are a gray area to causing violence. That's ridiculous, right? And you can apply the same arguments that you would to lolicon. They're both fictional, they don't hurt anybody, and there's been no evidence to state that viewing such materials or playing such materials leads to those outcomes. This is basically, I don't like it, I find it weird, and then it's like, ooh, but then it's like, I don't know how many times I have to rearrange. This feels kind of dumb, because it's not even like not liking it is the issue. It's the fact that you are in some way equating it to noncery. We're like only 3 minutes in, and this video is ending up 12 minutes.
Rev
long.
tangent. This is the funniest thing I've ever seen. It's like Rev retweeted a tweet saying, "This video by Revsaysdesu is just perfect. I hope we can finally separate Nux's grifter from the VTuber community." Meanwhile, Rev is the biggest grifter, and I'll tell you exactly how in the entire community. But the funny,
I'm pretty sure he didn't. I watched this through, and I'm quite certain that he never tells us why he's a grifter at all. So this is just baseless. Now, if you think he's a grifter, then it's like, okay, fair enough. You think that. You might go, oh, this content, he's pandering to certain people. Fair enough. But what exactly makes him a grifter? I haven't seen him really change it. Like, his values haven't really changed over time. While Nux has become way less edgy, much more, he's become much less edgy than he was before. At least that's what I feel from some stuff that I've seen. There's still some there, but it just seems like, I don't know, he's playing it safe. He's yeah, but that's just my opinion. Lots of his content is still good though. Like, lots of his content is still great, and I still love it. But I still feel like there's definitely a change there. And whether maybe that's just me going, oh man, in the good old days, he was such like this, because I understand that you have to change somewhat in order to keep up in the landscape of YouTube. You can't be as provocative or as edgy as you once were, due to how YouTube is just cracking down on that sort of content. But at the same time, it does feel like there is a lot less of that, and maybe that is just me. But that's something that I felt. This isn't really a whole point. This isn't really like a point against Nux, I don't think, but it's more just from what I've seen. And then again, I could be wrong, or I could be quite biased to his older content.
Funniest thing is this guy's pinned tweet that he retweeted is this. All right, look, it's lewd lolly stuff. That's a line. All right, lewd lolly stuff. That's the gray zone, not actual pedophilia, but the gray zone.
Okay, lewd lolly stuff. He has lewd lolly stuff in his thumbnails, so that's the gray zone. So you're if that's the whole thing, you're opposed to lewd lolly stuff and you don't consume it, then why do you use it in your content? That's if you're opposed to something, you're not really gonna use it as a way to market your content. That's weird, because it's not. He specifically goes lewd lolly stuff, not like, oh, this bit is just this bit is very odd. The wording, I feel like you could have probably worded that better, and it probably would have been more like, oh yeah, loli hentai. No, I don't vibe with that. Fair enough, but you specifically lewd loli stuff, which is just is bad. It's bad wording at best, I think, or it's just so.
Zone. But his tweet is talking about how having sex with Klee would be consensual. And it's like, all right, dude, listen, I don't want to get into that discussion. But anyway, so he makes this whole video framing me as a hypocrite because, dude, you put lollies in your videos and you're friends with lollies. Dude, there's nothing wrong with lollies. Lolly is...
I mean, but you use lewd content of lollies in your video. You put lollies in suggestive or lewd positions as your thumbnails. So then that is hypocrisy. That is, in your words, that's the gray zone. There's something wrong with that, Plus the whole difference, I think also I think we could get into an argument, the difference, the obvious one, which is it's fictional, but also the fact that it's not even just being attracted, but viewing CP, that's jail, because that is jail because it violates the child's rights. You're viewing content that is supporting people that are hurting children. That is also a thing. It's not even just being attractive, it's viewing it itself. It's going, seeking it, and finding it, and then viewing it and using it, which gets you sent away. And I think that's the main difference. It's not just being attracted to, it's viewing it, and it's also distributing it. But the thing is that most people that will go and say, oh yeah, it's the gray zone or something like that, will still view and still use it. Like, you'll still use it to prop up your own content and make money off of it. Which, I don't know. I just find that odd.
Personally makes me a little uncomfortable, and that's okay. And I never said it's a pet. And then he brings a bunch dude, it's way too funny. All right, so he didn't understand how my video was, my tweet was a joke, okay? He didn't understand how my tweet was a joke, which is mind-blowing, how he didn't get it. This man who claims to be a master of comedy.
Well, explain to me where the punchline is, dude, because I don't get it. Maybe I'm just not funny. I don't get how this is a joke. Like,
I mean, plus also, Nux's content caters to that audience of lolly enjoyers as well. So it seems, yeah, that's one thing. But yeah, this tweet could definitely be a joke, right? I feel like that's, to be fair, it could have been a joke. But also, I remember Nux saying at one point, he was drunk and stuff, which was then, that just seemed like deflecting. Don't quote me on that because I'm not fully sure. But with this, yeah, I feel like it could have been a joke. And I feel like Rev in the video is being quite disingenuous, actually, I feel like he went way too harsh on Nux for something that might have just been, something that was probably like innocent. So yeah, that'll be one of my criticisms towards Revsaysdesu. But I have a whole lot of criticisms for Nux once we get into
where is the joke.
This Jordan Peterson tweet was satire. So Mudahar took it out of context as a joke because it's funny. So I took this guy out of context also as a joke, also because it's funny. Now, saying that nothing is beautiful is a friendship forged in making fun of pedos, neither Jordan Peterson nor this tweet are literal pedos. So that's the comedy. The comedy is that neither of them are pedos, but we're bonding over making fun of pedos. Not that they are literally pedos. Make a video in response. I told you, I don't want to make a video in response because I'm afraid YouTube will see it and actually take him down. Like, I'm afraid they will literally take his channel down, and I don't want to be that guy that got his channel nuked off the platform, even though he sort of deserves it in some way. Little rant to explain how bad faith this video is. It's bad faith the entire way through. He starts off with like, you're gonna see Nux differently at the end of this video, and it's like, dog, really from the
okay, I had to fix the speed. Then we missed the entire thing I was meant to cover.
We're bonding over making fun of pedos. Not that they are literally pedos. Make a video in response. I told you, I don't want to make a video in response because I'm afraid YouTube will see it and actually take him down.
I mean, but you've clipped it on your second channel, right? Let's say, and like your second channel is verified as well. I would not put it past YouTube to monitor the first and second. If they're monitoring you on they're actually monitoring you on the podcast, right? And they're monitoring, and they would monitor you on your first channel. Why wouldn't they do that on your second channel? Since your second channel is about the same size as Rev's channel, you know. So my whole thing, it seems like you're saying this to make it seem like, oh no, I'm not attacking, I'm not gonna go after the other guy, you know. That's why I'm keeping it here. But then you say also you're gonna clip this and put it on your second channel, which just is like, which is it? Are you keeping it there, or are you putting it on YouTube? Because I highly doubt YouTube is only monitoring your first channel. Plus, considering this channel is also verified as well, and if you go, I'm pretty sure if you go into the thing, you'll see all the channels linked there. So I don't get this. Plus, also, when we get into this, you accuse.
Like,
Rev.
I'm afraid they will literally take his channel down, and I don't want to be that guy that got his channel nuked off the platform, even though he sort of deserves it in some.
Yeah, there it is, right? You're being just as disingenuous as Rev is, you know? Like, you, on one hand, you're like, no, I don't want to do this. They'll take his channel down and stuff. You know, I'm not going to put up a video of my main one because they'll see it. They'll nuke him. How many times do you have to say they'll nuke him? They'll get rid of him, you know, if I do that. You know, how many times do you have to say that for it to go, okay, yeah, we get it? This seems like a veiled threat of, oh yeah, I can get rid of him. He's saying stuff about me. I can get rid of him. That's what that sounds like. You know, you don't have to mention it so many times. I already explained it. You could just go, yeah, I've explained it. I'm not gonna make a video on him. I'm just gonna keep it here. You know, that's it. Yeah.
Some way. Little rant to explain how bad faith this video is. It's bad faith the entire way through. He starts off with like, you're gonna see Nux differently at the end of this video. And it's like, dog, really? From the biggest hypocrite on the entire VTuber sphere, you're gonna make me look like a... You don't even know what you're saying! And she literally gets hate to this day on all of her... This looks like a ratio. I have...
Oh Lord, I complete...
The entire way through. He starts off with like, you're gonna see Nux differently at the end of...
Yeah, he starts off with that, but basically what he was saying, he was talking about, yeah, he calls Rev a hypocrite in like the entire sphere, and it's like, where?
This video. And it's like, dog, really? From the biggest hypocrite on the entire VTuber sphere, you're gonna make me look like a hypocrite?
My thing is, where is he a hypocrite though? Like, that's what I don't get really, because like if you're gonna say somebody's a hypocrite, then usually you point out their hypocrisy. Like with Rev, he said you're a hypocrite, and he pointed out your thumbnails, you using loli content, lewd loli content in your thumb, you know, the sort of videos that you did. He points that out to show your hypocrisy, right? Whether Rev is a hypocrite or not, from what I've seen, I would say no. But look, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna be like, yeah, I'm absolutely sure he's not a hypocrite, because I don't know. You know, I mean, if he's talking about the him going and asking his friends for dirt on him, then I can go, okay. But also, we don't really have much evidence for that. If somebody's come out and said, yeah, he asked me, then that's more evidence as well. Like, you know, if they have like, oh yeah, we talked in DMs, or, you know, something like that. If that was it, then yeah, that would be evidence of Rev being a hypocrite for going after and like getting dirt on people. But with lots of his videos, he'll go and you'll see, oh yeah, they've done a take on this, calling lollies pedophiles and calling lollies nonces, calling lolicons nonces and stuff. And he'll be like, okay, yeah, look, in your likes, you liked all this lolly content that was sexual and stuff, and you like all this other stuff that is like just lolly themed, and all these characters that are lollies and stuff, and you know, you say they're children, so that's very hypocritical. You know, that's pretty much most of his content. So I wouldn't say he's a I wouldn't say he's a hypocrite for that. So
I know there are a lot of people who are going to watch this and be very disappointed by what I'm about to share with you because it might change how you view him.
This dude makes believe he's a victim, okay? He makes believe that him and his poor loli community.
I mean, where did he say that though? He hasn't said once that he's a victim. And you're the one who you said he could get taken down for bullying. Bullying, you know, smaller creators and yourself. You put yourself as in there as, oh yeah, one of the people that he's bullying. So if anything, by that statement, you're making yourself seem like a victim in this. So that's odd. Okay, let's get through this.
It's so funny to say, our victims, bro.
Yeah, let's get through this because I've still got quite a few of these, but we're like 6 minutes in, and this video is this video is like 30 minutes long. Look, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to edit this whole thing, but yeah, because I might just not really edit it and just let this because this is just a long video.
To the normies out there that think that they're pedophiles, and it's like, okay, so what's your content? You ready for his content? His content is he'll dig up a tweet that makes fun of some loli art, and he'll take that tweet with like 2 likes on that tweet, and he'll lambaste that dude in front of 600,000 people. Gang banging the dude. It's like, you know your likes are public, bro. You're making fun of lolis. Meanwhile, you liked the tweet from Gura, who's a loli. Bro, your likes are public.
Okay, first of all, that is a bad take. Like, that is so that's a disingenuous take. Seriously, like, that's just, you really boil it down to that. It's not even like it's just them making fun of lolis or stuff. It's them calling them nonces and like that sort of thing, and then saying, "Oh yeah, it's pedo bait and stuff like that." That's what he's calling out majority of the time. You boiling down to, "Oh yeah, he's just getting mad because they're making jokes about loli pictures," when it's more they're making accusations towards those that like loli content. That is disingenuous take, and I just don't like how, because his video, I can still say Rev's video wasn't as I would have if I did a video like this, I would have been much more courteous, you know. If I was able to message Nux, I would, and I would get his side. I would still make the video, like, from what if it's like if everything matched up, but I would get his side because then it would add much more context to the video, and it would either strengthen the argument or it would make the argument much more different. Okay, I'm back. I'm gonna have to clear a lot of that dead air. Anyway, let's go. Actually, yeah, where was I?
Bro, get wrecked. So, and he makes believe he's the victim in this whole scenario, even though he's a channel with 600,000 subscribers, being an anti-SJW, trying to clown on a dude with like 3 likes on his tweet. And also, he keeps mentioning how I got ratioed. Dude, does this look like a ratio to you? This looks like
I mean, you did get ratioed in your likes and in your comment section on your second channel. So, there, no. Here, yes. Like, I feel like this is definitely something that just shows that this was a bad take. Or at the very least, you managed to make it such a bad take. I feel that's definitely... Yeah, as I was saying, I feel like you definitely got ratioed on your channel. That's basically what I'm trying to say. On Twitter, no. Here, yes. Let's go.
like a ratio? I have more retweets than quote tweets. This looks like a ratio? Dude, I ratioed these people tried to cancel me with the only tweet, with 1 tweet, dude. And I keep getting videos now and comments on my things. It's like, bro, I lost thousands of subscribers also. No great loss from people that don't want to actually look at the other side of the story. And it's like all these people are like, dude, you're friends with Chibi Doki and you think that loli porn is weird. Yeah,
to this point, I don't know. Look, honestly, there's gonna when does she come up? Oh wow, I haven't got that far yet. Damn. Well, he's gonna mention a person, and I'm just gonna. I don't really know much. I watched in Rev's video on it, and I'm gonna like go through that and then go through like her Twitter and see if like things are actually true from what Rev said, because this person, Jesus, if all the stuff that's said about the person that he was friends with is true, then that's just bad. That is bad.
Lollies are cool. Lolly porn is not so comfortable. And he goes out of his way with this channel with 600,000 subscribers to bully smaller people. And me, I guess. He bullies me too.
Oh yes, he's bullying you. Oh yes, he's bullying the person that has a 1 million subscriber channel, over a 600K channel, but a lot of, like, I'm gonna say like hundreds of thousands of followers on Twitter. 'Cause I could check right now, but actually, can I? No, I'll check later. But he has a ton of followers on Twitter. Like, you're saying you're being bullied. Oh my god, and you're saying that he's the one making himself out to be the victim.
Because how could you come back from this? And then he misquotes me in the title, in the thumbnail. It gets even funnier, dude, because look, I'm friends with a streamer called Emiok.
Yeah, Emiok. If this is the right one, yeah, Emiok is one that I'll have to do a whole separate video about, because honestly, it's wild. The accusations from what in Rev's video and what could have been stuff that may or may not be true. I do not know, right? But oh my god, it's just that's probably going to be a whole 30-minute video.
She's a streamer. She's been in my videos before. She's cool. Rev made a video. It's a huge video, just blasting her, pulling up and digging up dirt on her from like 7 years in the past. Literally 7 years old clips of her in a really difficult situation. Okay? Not even joking. A tough real life situation of her that he'll dig up from freaking 7 years ago, and he'll try to blast her. And you're probably wondering, why does he do that? Why does he go out of his way to just bully somebody? The answer is because she tweeted something along the lines of lolly porn is weird, or pedophilia, or
look. Yeah, but if she tweeted lolly porn is pedophilia, if she tweeted lolly porn is pedophile. If she tweeted lolly porn is basically CP, something along those lines, that's a bad take, right? I wouldn't even say that's bullying. That's basically going, no, it's not. Like, no, it's not, you know? That's basically going, it isn't. So that's not bullying. Bullying would be if somebody said something like, oh yeah, I don't really like this movie, I think this movie's bad. And then you go, oh yeah, you think this movie's bad? Well, let's go through your entire thing. Oh yeah, look at this innocuous tweet that doesn't really mean anything. Oh yeah, that person's a bigot, right? Like, that would be bullying. Bullying usually happens through, like, when you're like you're different, or you've done something that's not even really always that. Bullying can come from something that's not even that bad. This sounds like just a dumb take. Yeah, this sounds like a bad take, honestly, from her. I'm not sure. I'm gonna double check that.
Whatever she tweeted. Basically, it was a take. It was a hot take of hers, and he's like, "Oh, you're gonna roast the lollies, bro? I like the lolly stuff."
Well, I mean, that's just bad, though, isn't it? That's not good at all. Like, somebody's saying that lolly porn is CP is a bad thing, because then it just like comparing it to CP is already not good, because then you're just invalidating it. You're invalidating CP by going, oh yeah, these cartoon, not real things, they're the same thing. So that's not a good take to have. Yeah, that's really it.
I will destroy her with everything I have. And she literally gets hate to this day on all of her stuff. Everyone that collabs with her, I got hate for collabing with her because of Rev's video. A lot of people will look at this video and not look at the whole situation objectively and just be like, wow, this guy's a hypocrite because that's what this said. The guy's a real piece of work. In many ways, yeah. I didn't want to make this video.
I love how this went from, this basically was like, oh, I don't think he's a bad guy, to, oh, you know, I think he deserved to have been banned. Oh yeah, he's a real piece of work. Yeah, he's a real piece of work. You know, like, if you're gonna, this is two-faced. If you mention in the video, if you don't like this person, go, yeah, I don't really like this person. I don't really agree with them on this and this and this. Or like, just go, yeah, I don't like this person, you know? Just don't be like, oh yeah, you know, this person and stuff. That, all right. And then in the video, we see that you just do not like him, which is understandable. Oh, voice crack. Which is understandable, considering that you lost thousands of subscribers. Your video got bombed like dislike bombed because of your bad take, and your comment section is just telling you, yeah, no, you ain't right on this. Which I bet, here's my thought, I bet, right, if this had gone on the first channel, this would have been a bigger thing, and you putting it on the second channel was a way to kind of just sweep it under the rug, because after the video that you two made, you never said anything afterwards. You didn't. I don't remember you saying anything after that. You just kept quiet and just pushed and moved on, which is a smart thing to do in drama. But from this situation, it kind of looks cowardly as well, considering that you were talking all that good stuff a minute ago, and then it's like, no, I'm just gonna stay silent. You know, wait for this to blow over. Hey.
On my main channel, that's why I'm only talking about it on the stream. It might get clipped and put on Nuxanor, but I didn't want to talk about it in the main video because I'm afraid YouTube would literally ban him for either bullying or the whole loli pro.
Here's my thing: bullying. Where did he bully you? Where did he bully you in this? If anything, the thing that you could say is bullying, actually, no, it's fraudulent, would be putting loli like as arpedos in the thumbnail. That would be where I'd be like, okay, yeah, that's bad, right? You could say that's defamation. That's pretty much, oh yeah, I didn't say this. That's defamation. You're spreading lies about me. That would be a lie. So in that sense, you could go, yeah, if I did this, you'd get banned. But you don't. It seems like you're taking the entire video going, yeah, this whole video is bullying. You're diluting the word bullying. This is how like people that say loli stuff is pedo stuff is diluting pedo stuff, you know, because you're comparing it to fictional works. But you know, it's like saying characters, people playing video games that are doing violence is the same as people doing violence. Like how the news was saying, and we all said collectively that was dumb.
Pro loli thing, and I don't want to get involved with that, so literally talking about it because you asked in the least possible way to get views on this whole significant situation. For a dude that also claims that he's doing this because I am attacking the loli community, which is a complete joke.
Well, if we're breaking the legs of lolicons, you should probably start getting yourself fitted for a cast, little.
And look, here's my thing as well. I would say this is a joke. This is a joke that Nux made, and Rev's statement to this, and Rev's comments to this joke was just a lot. Because look, I feel like if Nux had took his time to make this video and actually like plan it out, do it like if you're doing a live stream, that's fair enough. But if he had planned to make a video, the best thing would have been to like, yeah, it was a joke. I'm not saying that they're nonsense at all. You know, you took this tweet that I made, which was a joke. No, maybe it's not a good joke, maybe stuff. Took this tweet I was making that was a joke, and most people agreed with me that it was a joke, and you made it into this whole thing of me being against people that like loli content when I'm not. I don't personally like, you know. Oh come on, like do the whole. You could have done the whole statement thing of that isn't right. You're taking, you're cherry picking. This is a very unfaithful representation of what I'm doing, and I feel like he wouldn't have got so many dislikes. But because he came out this with like so much vitriol and emotion, basically going, oh yeah, I could take him down and stuff like that, people just disliked it because they just didn't like your attitude towards it. Because you messed up the execution, which I mean you're doing it live, so that makes sense. But it feels like you really thought you could just say this and you'd get people would just be on your side, like with every drama that's pretty much ever happened. I mean your audience mainly, your audience and like I think like your audience mainly would be on your side, because pretty much in every drama your audience has been on your side and stuck by you pretty much. But in this one it was just no, people were just like, yeah, no, we don't we don't like this. We don't agree with you at all on this, you know?
Bro, because they're coming after you next. Like, it's obvious hypocrisy here, and
I got, first of all, way more hate than I ever gave to the loli community. Dude, the loli community.
You know what? That is true. This bit here that he's saying, yeah, that's true. He did get more hate than he did give to the loli community. So this is fair. So I think this is where I can go. Both of them are completely in the right. I feel like Rev is a bit more in the right, like in the sense of how he presented it. Like the whole thing, I agree, was a joke, but considering you added a video to this, and I compared it to, he's more in the right. He's pointed out that you have been very hypocritical in your content. Yeah. So yeah, he's right on that front, but he's also not right in misquoting you in the thumbnail, and also taking a joke that you made and making it seem like some sinister thing when it really wasn't. I'd give Nux the best charitable interpretation that it wasn't. It was a joke. He was trying to be funny, and I get the joke. Maybe it's because maybe because when it comes to loli stuff, I'm more like a Rebecca, Yuzaki sort of thing. Like, yeah, that's the sort of stuff I like. But I don't know, maybe.
Community, it sounds so funny. And then also talking about bad faith, this dude went around, and his wife, they were asking VTubers that are friends of mine for dirt on me. They were literally asking VTubers for dirt on me privately.
That's not nice at all. Yeah, I would say that would be scummy if that's true, because we don't have any evidence of this. This is just Nux saying this. Whatever. And from most of this video, well, you know what? I'm not even gonna say what I think on this. I'm gonna leave it up to you, because this is a 50-50 where, yeah, he could be telling the truth, or no. I have no idea, and I don't think there's any evidence to support this at the moment.
Loli community. So it's pretty scum. It's pretty scum. And also he makes this whole deal in his actual video that bro, Nux follows me on Twitter like it's the biggest own. It's like,
yeah, that's dumb, because people follow people that they don't like just to get, like, I feel like a lot of content creators will follow people that they don't like as well, just to be like, some of them will do it for like, some of them do it for new videos and stuff, and some of them will do it just to keep up with like what is going on. Like, here's my thing. I feel there's a lot of people that do not like Keemstar stuff, but they will still follow Keemstar or subscribe to him because he delivers pretty good news usually, you know. So I feel like that's that's very unfair to go, oh yeah, he follows me, that's a big own, when it really isn't. So on that front, yeah, that was a bad take.
Like, he follows me and then he'll make a take like that.
But as for me, you follow me.
Dude, you follow me on Twitter, so what are you saying? I follow lots of people I don't like. I follow people on Twitter that have tried to cancel me in the past. So like, what are you saying? This is a very interesting take, especially because you're trying to make it sound like it's good faith. Dude, if it's good faith and I follow you on Twitter and I've messaged you in the past, you don't think you could have messaged
Yeah, this is a good point. Let's get to
me to ask me for my side? No. You'd rather message all these other people to try to get dirt on me than actually message me myself, this guy who you claim that we're sort of friendly. Like, this dude is like a literal walking hypocrite. It's impressively unbelievable. But yeah, so I guess my simple phrase of, I like lolis. Lolis are totally cool, but loli sus, that alone debunks his entire video. Every single time that he'll say, bro, Nux is loli sus, well then explain this, explain how you collabed with Chibidoki. And it's like, what? What? Are you serious? What are you talking about? Lolis are cool. Lolis is weird. Like, this is the most obvious thing, and then he calls me out for my thumbnails, dude.
They couldn't believe the guy who has used loli-related content in his...
Yeah, this is the biggest, I think this is one of the biggest owns that Rev gets. This is hypocritical. Especially, what? I don't know. Is the video there? Okay, no, I don't think the video is there. But yeah, yeah. It's lewd. It's lewd suggestive content involving VTubers and lolis. Especially this one, you know? So that is hypocritical for you to go, oh yeah, this stuff is bad. Look, if this stuff is as bad as you claim, then why do you use it in your videos? Why do you use it as thumbnails? Why do you use it in your videos? The reason why it gains clicks. So it's hypocritical to go, yeah, this stuff is bad. I don't like it. and then also promote it, because you must know that you're catering to people that like this stuff, and you don't like that stuff at all. Yeah, I feel like most of this just boils down to hypocrisy, really. It boils down to hypocrisy, bad takes from both sides, definitely, and also the fact that Nux responded in such with like, I feel like this was entirely an emotional response, and on the whole laughing and the whole him constantly like laughing and stuff, shrugging himself, because it's like it just feels like he's trying to handle it, and I feel like him actually doing it on the main channel, right, would have got far more eyes on it, and it would have got way more views. And is there a possibility that Rev might have gotten banned? I would say maybe if Nux talked to them, right, and then got him banned. Because first of all, for years YouTube has not been kind to Nux all. They've shadow banned him. So here's my thought: why are they going to be on your side now? Why flex? Oh yeah, they're on my side now. I don't believe that at all. I just believe it's because you've gotten so big that you think that you can just kick him off the platform, and you probably could, but you wouldn't. You wouldn't do that. Hell, if he got kicked off the platform and you didn't fight his corner, you would get so much hate to the point where it'd be better for your image to actually try and get him back on the platform. At least that's what I think.
Thumbnails, videos, and the same guy who's openly befriended lolicons, followed and praised lolicons on Twitter, could be making such a statement under glaring.
Dude, that's so.
Oh my god! Followed and praised lolicons. That's something that I'm not sure of. I'm not sure if he's actually followed and praised lolicons. If he has, then that just adds to the hypocrisy. Well, actually, no, wait. Does it add to the hypocrisy? Following lolicons and stuff. Because we've already established that following somebody doesn't mean you agree with their views. So I guess that would be kind of a moot point as well. And also praising lolicons, I guess it depends on what context, really, does it? Because if he's like going, oh yeah, the loli art is good and stuff like that, and it's like lewd loli art, then I guess yeah, that's the case. But if it's just they're just doing art in general of characters, then I wouldn't say that's hypocritical at all. I don't think that's hypocritical, really.
Thing, and then he calls me out for my thumbnails, dude.
They couldn't believe the guy who has used loli-related content in his thumbnails, videos, and the same guy who's openly befriended lolicons, followed and praised lolicons on Twitter, could be making such a statement under glaring hypocrisy.
Have you seen your thumbnail? This thumbnail, loli likers are pedos.
Yes, this thumbnail. Just because you pointed out he's using a thumbnail that's in bad fit. Because you pointed out he's using a thumbnail like this doesn't make yours any less hypocritical. So he's still right. He's still right in the argument that you're being hypocritical. That.
This is in quotes, like it's something I actually said. I did not say this. I didn't even say this a little. Not even a little. And this dude's like, oh, dude, we're gonna make this thumbnail. So, dude, when it comes to thumbnails, you can be quiet, and I'll just.
But also, if we're gonna go down that route, you've made a thumbnail doing the exact same thing. So then here's my thing. I think then you're on the same playing field. Then you're on the same playing field at that point. If you're gonna point out, oh yeah, he's calling me out these thumbnails, well, he's used this thumbnail, but then you've also gone and used another thumbnail on that. I think if you don't like something, and you like, because here's my thing. Here's my thought. I wonder, would he say that it's immoral? Would he say that it's immoral to watch lolicons and stuff like that? If no, then it's like, okay. If yes, then that brings up a whole other thing question. But that's just me wondering about that, Okay, we're 12 minutes in.
I can debunk like all the clips in his video also, because he has a bunch of clips that he tries to prove me wrong. One of them is talking to Charlie, and I'm talking to Charlie about VTuber drama, right?
Let it play.
And of course, there are also your pedophile.
Anyway, where was I? Got distracted.
And all that.
Oh, well, you kind of glossed over. What do you mean by that?
Well, you got people that the loli debate is really huge in the VTuber scene. Like, you got loli VTubers, you got VTubers that talk about liking lolis, you got Discord servers of VTubers that are liking lolis and stuff. And the claim is, well, she's a 3,000-year-old vampire that looks like a 12-year-old girl.
I mean, most people just make the point that they're fictional. The whole 300,000-year-old loli thing is pretty much a meme. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's some people that will make that claim, but the amount of people that will is very little. Most people just go, yeah, it's fiction. It's fiction. It's fictional. It's not doing anything to anybody. That's the whole thing.
girl. It's too volatile. I wouldn't want to touch that with a 6-foot pole. And I tell Charlie, yeah, Charlie, there's also this pedophilia problem in the VTuber community. And Charlie's like,
wait, let's go. Let's actually slow this bit down, and well, not slow it down. But let's bring it back to normal pace.
quiet, and I could debunk like all the clips in his video also, because he has a bunch of clips that he tries to prove me wrong. One of them is talking to Charlie, and I'm talking to Charlie about VTuber drama, right?
Let it play.
And of course, there are also your pedophiles and all that.
Oh, well, you kind of glossed over that. What do you mean by that?
Well, you got people that the loli debate is really huge in the VTuber scene. Like, you got loli VTubers, you got VTubers that talk about liking lolis, you got Discord servers of VTubers that are liking lolis and stuff, and the claim is, well, you know, she's a 3000.
I mean, at this point, I would say this looks bad, because you're going and pedophile, and then you mention stuff about lolis. That really sounds like you're conflating the two together, you know? With that, it would have made more sense for you to go, oh yeah, there's nonsense in the VTuber community that are hiding behind lolis, and then using that to lure underage people in, and then groom them, or be explicitly sexual with them. You could have just said it like that. You stated VTubers, you stated lolis, and you stated that nonsense are using this to lure children. And in that, you can definitely see that that it doesn't sound like I'm conflating the two at all. But in this one, it really sounds like you're conflating the two. You're going from nonsense, and then you're going, oh yeah, the whole loli debate in the community.
1000-year-old vampire that looks like a 12-year-old girl. It's too volatile. I wouldn't want to touch that with a 6-foot pole. And I tell Charlie, yeah, Charlie, there's also this pedophilia problem in the VTuber community. And Charlie's like, whoa, you just glossed over that. And I'm like, well, you know, the whole loli situation.
Yeah, so it really does sound like instead of going, pedos are hiding by using loli content to lure in children and then use it that way. You're going the loli debate and pedo. It really does sound like you're conflating the two together. You may not be, right? I'm gonna say you're not. And you're just saying it that way, but it doesn't sound good.
And that's where the clip ends. That's the clip that was floating around on Twitter. He took that clip without looking at the context, without doing his research, to try to literally cancel me. If you would have watched the next segment of that video, I would have said, you know, the loli part of the VTuber community, well, there was this Discord server where a glitch tail Discord server, where in that Discord server, lots of loli porn was floating around. There was loli all over the place over this glitch tail character. What's his name? God. Betty Noir, the glitch tail character, is a loli, and it's a loli Discord server about Betty Noir. And in that Discord server, people got literally groomed. There's a VTuber who got groomed in that Discord server, which is actual pedophilia, and then that same VTuber groomed someone else in that same Discord server. So if you'd have actually watched the clip of me saying that there is a problem in the VTuber community when it came to pedophilia and talking about lolis, you would have let me finish my sentence and explain myself. Even you would agree that this is actual pedophilia, and that dude should maybe go to jail. So, like, how about you actually take content?
Plus, I hate as well that we don't get any links to like, we get all these links, we don't get any links to the sources. Like, you could link the clip. God damn it, you could link the clip, and then I could go watch the clip, and then I could go, okay, this is the context. Okay, this isn't the context. I hate it. Just link the stuff. Try and link the stuff, man. Like, I try my best when I'm doing this to link all this information that I get. Like, it's just, yeah, that's a pet peeve, really. So I'm not entirely sure. This good faith, he was the clip was taken out of context. Bad faith, I think honestly the way that you said it really does conflate the two. But then again, this is more of a, you know, this is more of a, I would say he wasn't trying to compare the two at all. I don't think that's true.
Text into account. This is the dude that fights for freedom over here, and he's gonna take a half clip of me saying that just because I mentioned pedophilia and lolis in a sentence, it means that everyone that likes loli stuff is a pedophile, which is not true. It's a gray zone. It's not pedophilia.
And then then you say stuff like that, and it's just like.
And then he has another clip from Charlie where he's like, even Charlie doesn't agree with you because when Charlie was making fun of cuties, remember that whole cuties drama?
I think there's one clip in particular that really speaks to where Charlie stands in this whole thing.
And for some fucking reason, and Twitter being the cesspool that it is, somehow brings anime into this, talking about, well, why is cutie such a big deal when anime has kids being sexualized? Well, first of all, anime is fake. Those like children loli things, those fucking 900-year-old vampires that look like they're 4 years old, the little cum demons that have existed for 2 millennia, but they look like a 6-year-old, those aren't real people. They are animated fake things.
So obviously it's pretty funny to compare these two takes that somehow...
I mean, yeah, from what that looks like, he's pretty much, this is fictional. They ain't real. Like, lollies aren't real, fictional. And then he goes, cuties, real, actually sexualizing kids, you know? And I feel like that's where we should go, yeah. And we shouldn't conflate or compare the two, really. That's what I think. It is. Yeah, that's my whole thought on this. But then Rev goes to say this after.
Strangely, both bring up this whole 5,000-year-old whatever.
Dude, that was way too funny. And that whole Cuties drama, Cuties is a Netflix show that actually sexualizes children. So he made a video when he was talking about Cuties. He said Cuties is even worse than the loli stuff because, you know, Cuties, they're real people.
Okay, but did he? That's the thing. It'd be nice if you could link some sources, or hell, even show the video, like show the video in it. But no, yeah. This was off the cuff. This was on the fly. You know, couldn't take the time to link any of the goddamn videos. But you know, okay. I'm still under. That's like, I'm far more annoyed in this than I am at actually really any of the points that either of them have said.
And he takes that out of context to make it look like Charlie is defending loli hentai, which is not the case at all.
I mean, that's a pretty good defense. Like, I mean, look, even if he was like, no, loli stuff bad, that's still a great defense. Because it's true. Everything that Charlie stated in that clip is true. I don't get this. It's like, that's true though. So even if he didn't mean to defend it or didn't want to defend it, that's a defense. That's a solid defense for it. And the fact that we keep on going to gray zone and stuff like that, then here's my thing. Why do we do the same for horror films, for gaming, for any other medium? Hell, are we gonna go and say, oh yeah, those people that like BDSM and stuff like that? Oh yeah, they're gonna go one day and they're gonna hurt people. Or are we gonna say like, oh yeah, you know the people, people that into role playing and stuff? Oh yeah, or like, are we gonna say furries want to fuck animals? Are we gonna go far? How far are we gonna go with the logic? Because it feels like we only apply it to this, but if we applied it to other things, we'd see that the logic is dumb. Again, the video game argument. You apply this logic to video games, and you find it stupid. The argument that it's fictional, it doesn't hurt anybody. No, like, let me put it this way. People that play violent video games aren't going to go out and do violent acts to people. People that watch lolly content aren't going to be really going around and going after minors or underage people, you know?
Charlie just said that Cuties is worse. That doesn't mean that loli hentai is delectable and a perfect, beautiful palette. So
yeah, but then it seems like you're putting words into his mouth as well. He never said, like, we could say we don't have to say that, oh yeah, Charlie said it's the best or anything. No, he didn't. He just said that it's fictional. It's fictional. They ain't real. They're not hurting people, you know. And that's basically what he said. He never said, "Oh yeah, this is fine. It's good." Or anything like that. Oh, he just said that it's not. He just said that it's not fictional. And comparing the two, and like in that thing, you could see like you shouldn't compare the two. That's basically what he's saying because he's like, why are you bringing anime into this? That feels like why are we comparing these two? They're very different things. One's fictional, the other's real. The other one harms The other one could lead to children being harmed. The other one doesn't lead to children being harmed.
Oh, again, he keeps taking clips out of context again and again and again. He has another one for me in a stream clip where someone posted on Twitter, I want to do a smash or pass on lollies. Post lollies in the comments. So I made a joke saying, oh, dude, this man, he's not really into smash or pass lollies. No. That dude is an Elon Musk sleeper agent trying to gather all of the lolicons on Twitter so he can break their legs. And he took...
I mean, plus there's also the fact that your content caters to lolicons and stuff as well, which, you know, that's the main thing. But honestly, if I'm gonna be real for a second, that the joke is, I get the joke. That's humor. I like it. That's funny, right? Maybe because I'm not as attached to the whole like, oh yeah, the lolly stuff. I'm just going off the logic behind why people go, oh yeah, lollies are nonsense or stuff like that. Like, I just find it dumb. Because then I can apply it to other things and go, yeah, it's dumb. Not like, yeah, but then again, you don't like them, and that's fine.
Took that out of context to me saying, dude, are you ready? It's an Elon Musk sleeper agent gathering data on who that they should take out back and break their legs.
Well, if we're breaking the legs of lolicons, you should probably start getting yourself fitted for a cast, little bro, because they're coming after you next. Like, looking at his thumbnails and video ideas, I don't need to go through and explain all these. You can see for yourself.
He literally took me out of context to try and say that that's what I was saying. Which is like, what? And he's like, then he goes on this whole rant. He's like,
I think the whole point of that section was just to point out that you're kind of a hypocrite. Like, I don't think it was literally, oh yeah, they should go break your legs. Like how your comment wasn't literally, they should go break your legs. It was more of a, yeah, you see, you done all this, so that's hypocritical. Why are you saying this? Yeah, you're the one. You've made content that cares to them. You've shown stuff. Okay.
Like, dude, you should have your legs broken then because you like lollies. See, you have Gura in the thumbnail.
It's not even just Gura. You actually have. I don't know at this point if you changed it, but you've had hentai. And you've shown. Like, okay, let me put it this way, right? Is it the fact that the character is short, petite, that looks like a lolly, or is it their age? Because with CP, it's the age, right? That's the main point. So for this, it's for lolly stuff, it's the appearance. At least usually, because there's like variations on it. There's like very short, very petite. Then there's also like Rebecca, which is nice, but there's also Rebecca as well, and she's a lolly. So that'd be the interesting thing. Is it about age and appearance in these fictional works, or is it about just the appearance? So we're taking it to that logic. Then it's not. Then it's not really a gray area, is it? Because there are very differing types of lollies. Like, lolly isn't even about the age as well, which is another thing. Yeah, it's just that whole comment just doesn't make much sense when you think about it.
Like, dude, what is going on? What is going on? The whole drama is like the stupidest thing in the world from this dude who's the biggest hypocrite in the community, acting like he's a victim with all of his videos.
Proof would be nice. Proof would really be nice. The biggest hypocrite in the community. Like,
he's the victim. He is the little underfoot stepped on lolly community, and he's gonna stand up for himself by making fun of Twitter accounts with 4 likes on them.
See, being disingenuous again. I swear to God, if you go, oh yeah, this is a joke. No, this is being disingenuous. This is boiling down what he does to go. Oh yeah, he makes fun of way smaller people. You know, he's a bully. That's what he is. He's a bully. He's a hypocrite. He's all these bad things. Because obviously his video isn't perfect either. But you making this video just makes his video look way better. Especially, like, I'm gonna mention this again. Look at the likes, just destroyed. Actually, you know what? Let's how many more points up? You know what I'm gonna do? after this video is done, I'm gonna go through the comment section. I'm gonna read the comment section, right? And we're gonna see all the different takes. Just see how poorly received his video was. It'll be beautiful, trust me. Excuse me. Let's put it on max so we can get through most of this. Because I'm not sure if he has any more points that might not be repeated, but alright.
Like, dude, what's happening? So, constantly taking me out of context, constantly making me look like a hypocrite for things that I've never been a hypocrite about. And this dude, is this guy VTuber Leafy?
That's a lie. I mean, it's a lie. We literally seen. I mean, that's pretty much a lie. You're using lewd loli content in your thumbnails. You know, you're showing hentai of underage characters. Like, isn't that not hypocrisy, right?
Basically VTuber Leafy, except less entertaining, and I was gonna say, and he's probably gonna milk this, so I guess he is kind of more like VTuber Leafy kind of thing. Yeah, he's definitely gonna try to milk this video. It's gonna be really funny when he milks this content and tries to somehow take more clips of me out of context. I don't care enough about this drama to actually put together a well-researched main channel.
But the thing is, he didn't really. I think I've done. This is like the second video, so I think compared. Oh boy. Yeah, he hasn't. He did one video. It was praised. You did a video. It was just discarded, absolutely destroyed, and he didn't. And the fact this doing whole I don't care attitude. Oh man, I could get this guy's channel taken down. Look at this point in the beginning where I was like, okay, because I do like Nux as a creator and stuff. I actually do, and I like Rev as a creator for different reasons. Nux has different channels for different things, and I really enjoy his content overall. Rev's content is more of a news of the week with some researching into the actual drama, seeing how many bad takes there are. That's I like them both for different reasons. But personally now, Nux is just I don't know, something's just different. It's just changed. Maybe too many dramas to the head or something.
Video. If off the top of my head on a stream, I could literally break him and crumble him apart. Yeah, he will definitely milk this. Yeah, he'll definitely milk this, which is totally fine with me. If he wasn't acting in bad faith, and I'm still willing to give him the benefit of the doubt that this wasn't bad faith. He just saw the clips out of context floating around Twitter, and
that's bullshit. That's bullshit. You've been nothing but going on this video's bad faith, and now you want to go, oh yeah, I'm just gonna give him benefit. No, you don't. No, you're not. At least in the beginning, I kind of was, but no, you weren't. No, you were not. You were hoping this would all blow. You were hoping this will blow over. You'd get massive praise. You'd be seen as a laughing stock. Hell, you were probably like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna put this on the second channel. It's no big deal. Or either that, or you were just gonna put it on there because even if it got disliked and stuff, it'd be buried by all the other videos that you were making at the time. And then people would slowly forget. That's the worst thing. I think that's what's changed. Authenticity is just going down the drain. I think I'm getting more and more agitated by the end of this video. But at least for most of it, I actually jotted down points and actually wrote down what's criticized. And still, I would still say Rev's video is not perfect by any means. There's still some problems with it. But you just make it it's like you made it look like gold to lead, in comparison.
He really believed it because he didn't do research. He might do an apology type video saying, listen, I got some of the details wrong. I disagree with Nux on this philosophical topic. However,
and he didn't. I like to say that he did not, which is just amazing, isn't it? This part aged like spoiled milk. One sec, I'm gonna get some I need some Hennessy, man. This is just killing me.
Whatever, it's rough. So, I think that's very possible. Or he'll double down. Either way, this thumbnail is slander. How do you say slander? Yeah, slander is the word, I would say. Yeah, this is what they call slander. But anyway, this will be fun. This will be funny. His stuff in the past was fairly well researched. This one was so odd. I don't know if he's that well researched, to be honest. The videos that I've seen is when Twitter's dogpiling on someone, he will take all the clips that Twitter's using to dogpile them, and he will use those clips as his evidence. He'll be like, oh, that's not true, bro, because of all these things. And they will be like the Twitter clips. I don't know how well researched he actually is. And he talks about in the video how it's I liked his videos in the past.
I'm not gonna also show our DMs. You had said you enjoyed my content.
The only video I told him that I liked was a video he made ripping off my content. And I was like, oh, hey, nice video, dude. It was a video copying one of my videos. I'm not gonna show DMs, obviously. Rev thinks you're serious, dude. Rev thinks I'm serious and wanted to.
As I didn't realize it was muted. But as I was saying, the video that you're talking about, that, you know, like, oh yeah, he kind of copied off my video. You could show that. You could actually show that, or like, oh yeah, just type this, and this, and you should find it. You know, you could actually show that. You don't have to show DMs to show, oh yeah, this is the video that, you know, we talked about, and I said, oh yeah, I like it, and you know, it's kind of a result of mine. It's like you can show that, you know, without showing DMs, but you just don't.
To destroy me. Which is even funnier because these tweets I tweeted, you could look at the timestamps, this and my last stream, these were drunk tweets right after a drunk stream because I opened up Twitter, I'm drunk, and I'm getting death threats.
There it is. There it is, right? Because it's a joke, right? But he's also drunk. So here's my thought. Maybe you being drunk and being on Twitter was not a smart idea. You know? And then this is just kind of like, oh yeah, you know, I was drunk and stuff. Like, you could have just said, you know what? This joke I made, hey, I thought it was funny, right? I didn't realize it would get I didn't realize, you know, it'd be such a sore spot. Because I think this is a slight blemish on an otherwise perfect YouTube career. Like, damn. Man, damn.
It's not like, what? What is happening? If you want, I did a whole drinking game on my live stream. Every time Mikado Avocado said poop, I drank. I'm gonna make this a drinking game too. Every time they say poop, I am gonna drink. I got smashed. I get obliterated. I opened Twitter to get death threats. And somehow, I am not the victim in this situation. I'm literally attacked from all sides for an obvious joke, I thought. And there it is, baby. It's a good time out here. It's a good time out here.
Oh yeah, so you're the victim. Okay, I'm back. How long do I have left? Okay, there's 3 minutes of this left.
Yup, tell Rev the context. I don't need to tell Rev the context. If Rev's gonna make a video trying to cancel me, he should figure out the context. I feel like that's pretty obvious. You try to cancel someone, you gotta figure out the context yourself, homie. It's not on me to educate you if you want to cancel me. But anyway, again, the reason why I'm not making like an actual well-researced, thought-out video on the main channel, or even on Nuxanor, is because I feel like YouTube would take his channel down. Like if I really phrased it that badly, like I would. But whatever it is, if this does get clipped and put on Nuxanor, which it probably will be, I'm gonna put a very, very bad misquote of his in the thumbnail.
I mean, yeah. So okay, this is basically the end, right? Yeah, that's why that's the one thing I don't like. If you weren't gonna put on your main YouTube channel out of fear of YouTube, even though I don't believe that at all. I believe that you're just saying this to flex and go, oh yeah, I could get him taken down, and to also appear more virtuous. That's my personal opinion on this. But honestly, I don't like this. This Nux, this is bad Nux. I don't like this. This is Nux on this villain arc.
It'll be like a picture of Rev, and then like it'll say in quotes, "I like kids." Yeah, that'll be the thumbnail. Like literally fighting fire with fire. So what was Nuxtaku thinking? Well, for these tweets, he wasn't. And for this one, it was comedy. But you know, look, if you don't like my comedy, if you don't think it was funny, that's totally okay. You and your minority of funny lolly people can keep going. I'm not roasting you on your opinions or your philosophies here. Look, everyone's entitled to an opinion as long as it doesn't actually put anyone in danger. Which is, if my boy here decides to actually keep making videos, definitely let Yandere Rev know that I don't think I will respond. Just like I didn't really want to respond to this one. You guys are just asking me in chat. But Yandere Rev needs to know that I wish him the best out there, and I am very disappointed in the way he's acted towards me personally. You literally tried to cancel me over this, and Emiok did not deserve what you did there either. That was rough. That was brutal, and that was literal bullying on the platform. So anyway, I'm disappointed in you.
Wait,
in the way he's acted towards me personally. Let Yandere Rev know that I don't think I will respond. Just like I didn't really want to respond to this one. You guys are just asking me in chat. But Yandere Rev needs to know that I wish him the best out there, and I am very disappointed in the way he's acted towards me personally. You literally tried to cancel me over this, and Emiok did not deserve what you did there either. That was rough. That was brutal, and that was literal bullying on the platform. So anyway, I'm disappointed in you, homie, and I suppose we let's actually stream.
Alright, I'm back again. Hopefully this will be the last interruption.
Actually have some fun.
Bro, I can't believe it. He's a hypocrite because on the one hand he says he lolly is weird, and then on the other hand, he's friends with Chibi Doki. Didn't you know your likes were public, bro?
Bro, lollies is cool. It's lolly porn. That's weird. Listen, it's not pedophilia, but it's weird. Oh my.
Well, I mean, I like how you keep on focusing on that thing, but you don't focus on the thumbnails. That's something that I've noticed. You're just focusing on the Chibi Doki thing, which I don't even know that much about. So I'll probably add that in with the Emiok video that I'll make at some point. Like, who knows? Maybe I'll make it in like a month, because this was just a lot. Like, not even like watching Nux's stuff. It's not even because I do. Even with this, I still have some enjoyment to watch it. But like, just I'm gonna have to do so much editing. It's gonna hurt. Now I know how the true YouTubers feel when they're doing like the hour stuff, you know.
God, dude. And then all the comments are like, he deserved to get backstabbed by Shoujo. It's like, what? Nani? Huh? Bro, this is a Neanders situation. Huh? Neanders was making like lewd lolly content and then disavowed lewd lolly content. I never had a problem with lollies. I just had a problem with lolly, which I thought was a little sus. But it's not pedophilia actually. So anyway, the comments are weird, dude. The comments on this video are wild because most communities, they'll just look at someone talking and they'll just nod and agree because, well, this guy wouldn't make a video saying I'm a hypocrite if I wasn't a hypocrite.
I mean, your community didn't. At least on the second channel, they didn't. So, you know, maybe it's more of a, you know, since you and his channel intertwine, the communities would pretty much share at least most of both your values. So, I think that's just the kind of. I mean, it's not like what you're saying is that false either. But considering you tried to discredit it, was his videos aren't really that well researched. Like you didn't. No, I'm not gonna. Okay, because you were like, that's not the exact quote. No, that's just me. What's paraphrasing? That's it. So anyway, look, we're pretty much done. I want to get into his comments section. So just give me a minute. I don't know if really any of these are true, honestly. So we got Rev. So we got Nux. Rev is a bad comment. Red is bad at commentary. Also Nux uses Kaiho as a source for VTuber stuff. Don't know if that's true, but man, I love watching two streamers. Something in my throat. Man, I love watching two streamers who have the exact same audience try to fight each other. This shit is hilarious. That is. Jesus Christ, got support from Revsaysdesu drama, and now suddenly becomes a hypocrite, and got an ego over not being able to differentiate fiction from reality. Really fell off, man. Look, I don't know if he can't distinguish fiction from reality. Like, if it's just him feeling uncomfortable with it, then that's fine. But in this video, it kind of really feels like he's comparing the two, which isn't good. But the overall message of he's fallen off, I do feel like that slightly. Rev makes a very solid video calling Nux out on his bullshit. Nux, nah, I won't explain myself or actually refute his claims. I'll just rant on and make it clear that if I actually make a video about it, I will get Rev banned off YouTube for bullying me. I mean, that's a good point, isn't it? Right? Getting Rev back, like coming on and on. Oh yeah, I could get Rev banned, stuff like that. That's weird. That just seems like that's a bad flex that you can get them banned, especially when like how many years? Like a few. I would say like quite a few years ago. At least a few years ago, right? YouTube was on your ass, like basically shadow banning you. If your views were getting cut off, at one point it's like you were a rebel at some point, and now now that you've just established yourself, you're just like, well, I don't leave, But that's me, Literally reading all the comments is all the information I really need. I can't bear watching someone I enjoyed watching stoop this low to the point that he was threatening to deplatform someone that called out his hypocrisy. If that is an abuse of power, then I don't know. I mean, yeah, like I would say like he did, like you can't say he literally went, oh yeah, I can get this guy banned, but he's insinuating it quite a lot by going, I could get this guy taken down. If I make a video on him, he might get taken down for bullying, even though he didn't really bully. If you were to say, oh yeah, you could get taken down for the slander of since the thumbnail and stuff, then yeah, that would be a much better point, wouldn't it? That would be a way better point, and it wouldn't come off as, oh yeah, I'm just flexing that I'm in Susan's armpit right now. Man, it's been a long stream. I'm starting to talk a bit about Susan's armpit. Wow. When I go around to listening to his side, I was disappointed in him again. First off, Rev's content is kind of on the side of bullying people. Yes, however, he bullies those who's toxic first and targets smaller people without any voice and shows them why they are hypocrites and just laughing at them. But it's okay for Nux to do the bullying while someone else is living by his own code of being toxic to toxic people. Very cool, Nux. I mean, that's a fair point as well. With lots of Revs videos, he's going after toxic people that are toxic, calling them like, yeah. Then the part about M now give him some credit. Yes, Emma wasn't okay in the past and was in a hard time, but that doesn't give her an excuse to physically harm her ex while he didn't do anything and just wanted to leave. So you just brushing off that point is very hypocritical, Nux. Oh my god. Yeah, Emma I have to cover this because this just seems like some wild shit. Honestly, this person right here, I might turn this into like a channel review. Oh, that's a shame. But yeah, this person right here, like that's perfect tweet. Oh my god, I can't. I'm trying to get back. To the comment section. Yeah, so it was. Wait, did you seriously just go back and silently replace the thumbnails, Lamau? This was actually something which I'm pretty. I mean, yeah, honestly, that's it. Yeah, I remember commenting this. It's been out 2 months, hasn't it? Where was some look? Because honestly, right, I'm not gonna act like I'm not biased because I am quite biased. I don't like the way that because I really don't like his behavior at all in this. It's just disappointing. He's not. He acts like a Twitter mod that's just handling the race for the first time. You know, like that. What was that? It was that person that was claiming to be like a deer, like a female deer, even though they were wearing horns, and it was like, yeah, he's not that far, but he's getting some of that energy. As an outsider of the VTuber community, but has been following this drama, Nux took an L with this. Sorry, yeah, he did. Like, let me put it this way, right? If Rev is wrong, which it doesn't look like he is, that'd be one thing. But considering that you both have similar communities, this should be more of a, it is like a battle of wills, like in One Piece with Haki, right? And he stared you down, and you fell to the ground. That's my goodness, man. I never thought the fall of a titan would be so glorious. Not only does he attack someone's content without addressing any of their points, but also silently changes his thumbnails to hide his open hypocrisy. Nux really did go to trash after his anime days. Perhaps he should stop struggling and just float at this point, since he's not doing much else anymore. Damn. I could actually read that in a better voice. I never thought the fall of a titan would be so glorious. I mean, that's so fucked, but it's so true. He really was a titan. One of the people that was holding up the plate. Oh my god, I'm gushing. Right. Anyway, look, I think that's enough. That's enough reading. I mean, you guys can read all these on your own because it's just a treasure trove of stuff. Like oh my god, the person that said, I never thought the fall of a titan would be so glorious. It's just that is such a banger line. Holy shit! I should actually I could title the video, Nux, the titan that flinched, or like something like that. That'd be so fucking cool. Okay, look, this is the end of the video. Like and subscribe. See you next time. All that jazz. Because this is just, I'm starting to get back my energy. Oh lord, there's gonna be a lot of dead air in this, isn't it? Oh, that's the end.